Did you hear that? I heard that. Dan, did you hear that?
Oh, I heard that very loudly.
Steve, did you hear that?
I did not.
That was the launch of Star Wars Squadrons on Crazy Old Wizards. Hello there and welcome. I'm
Very nice.
Andrew. You just heard Dan. You just heard Steve. Clint is with us on Twitch and will be joining us over the air possibly tomorrow, but definitely on most of our episodes. We are happy to welcome you, and we are starting our marathon stream. So, welcome aboard. We wanted to start out tonight. The game is not live yet. My counter is telling me that it's live in 28 minutes and 25 seconds. Um, but until then, we're going to go through some of the tips and tricks that EA released today, and we are going to see what they have in store for us. Um, so I looked through this a little bit earlier today. Uh-oh, having a few
What
technical
stood out to
difficulties.
you?
Yeah, so a few things stood out to me. One, a lot of these tips and tricks are very specific um, and actually very helpful. And they're probably going to honestly streamline the tutorial process, which will be good because when the tutorial parts of the campaign actually start, it'll be a little easier to pick them up. So obviously, I've looked at the combat tips first because if we're not here to shoot things, why are we here? Um, so they have combat tips, customization tips, gameplay tips, loadout tips. And that covers an awful lot. I promise we're not going to be reading the internet to you on this stream. We're actually going to be playing a game when we do start at midnight Eastern time. But let's take a look at a few of the combat tips so far. Um, so let's jump in here. We have to start out, see, like this is very specific. Not just how to boost, but how to boost and drift. So this, they actually give you the controls, and it varies. Like they give you the varying controls. So they give you the control for PS4. They give you the Xbox control. They give you the PC control. They give you all the nitty gritty on how to boost and drift. Basically, for the boost and drift, when you have shunted your power to the engines, it will build up a boost meter. And once that boost meter is built up a little bit, you can hit what is on the PS4, what I'm playing on. You can hit the L3, the push down on the left joystick, and that will start a boost. And that'll go until you run out of boost meter, basically, and that radically increases your velocity. Uh, but one other thing you can do is you can cut the boost early by holding down L3 during a boost and then moving that joystick in a certain direction. And it'll cut speed. It'll keep you going in the same direction, but you have the ability to turn your fighter in the direction that you steered your joystick in. And then you can shoot something that's behind you while still moving away from it, or you can shoot something that's next to you while you're moving parallel to it. So you have like a little bit of a strafe ability, not a full strafe ability. Like Steve, I think you're more familiar with like a starfighter mechanic that does have like a full powered strafe in either Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen,
Yeah.
or maybe
Yeah, Elite
both.
Dangerous especially.
Elite Dangerous.
No, Star Citizen has more of the atmospheric flight style like this game mostly does. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that's them sort of giving a nod to that actual space flight that would happen, and giving you a little taste of that, but keeping you in a flight system that's kind of comfortable for most people, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Because if they were to go too far down that rabbit hole and they allowed for like thruster movement in any direction, it would become a very different gaming experience. I bet.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, in Elite Dangerous, it's very, very hard to learn how to do that because it's so counterintuitive to most people, especially if you've been playing flight sims all your life. You just don't think that way, and so it takes some sort of rewiring of your brain to be able to process that flight control system.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bet.
I'm a little bit curious about how to focus your shields, which I'm sure we'll get to.
We can look at that next. Actually, let's go back to more combat tips and let's take a look. Let's do a little bit more internet reading and let's take a look at focusing shields, and then we'll come back to evading missiles in a second. So focusing shields. is simpler than it sounds. This bit right here looks a little daunting. This is just like a freeze frame of focusing shields in process. So what they've done here is they have redirected at least part of their shields from the back to the front, and this is the shields covering the front. And it's probably like a second long animation at most. So the way you focus your shields, it is pretty simple. You hit X, the X button on the Xbox and the square button on PS4, and then if you're working on a keyboard, which I think none of us are, you would hit the C button. Or Steve on your HOTAS Joy 7, you know more about what that means than I do.
I'd probably be more likely to use the C button,
Okay.
frankly.
And that basically the way it works is it brings up a selector menu, and then you can navigate that, and you can focus either double front, double back, or evenly distributed front and back, depending on what kind of situation you're in. So that is kind of how that works. Now I know that these buttons are all remappable. So these are just the default settings, but I'm guessing I have the ability to change my square button to some other things as well. So that kind of changes the calculus. And I plan to fiddle around with that pretty early on, probably tonight, so I can get into some good habits. So
I think we're all excited.
Yeah.
No, I think we're all excited to see you play for 8 hours.
Yeah, and you guys are going to be with me for the full 8 hours, right?
Yeah. This is why you're the captain of our squadron.
That's okay. I feel like I can take on the whole empire myself. Hey, so Teddy Ballgame followed while we were offline, so thanks for the follow, Teddy. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to more combat tips. We are at 22 minutes until launch. Evading missiles is a fun one. That was featured in the cinematic trailer that we watched the other day. You can go back and watch that stream, the preview stream that we did. That was actually yesterday. So at the end of that stream, we looked at the cinematic trailer called Hunted, which centers on Varco Gray, one of the Imperial pilots who's a character in the campaign. And he used one of the methods for evading missiles. He used the really cool one, which was a countermeasure that is unique to the Interceptor class, which actually redirects the Seeker missile at the person who fired it, at the fighter who fired it. That is something that is specific to the Interceptor class, from what I understand, and is going to make it pretty coveted, I think, because that sounds like the best countermeasure to me. One that I would use a lot, because I'm probably not going to be good at dodging missiles these other ways. So the first way is to prevent a lock-on in the first place. There are a few ways of doing this. One is just kind of juking around with erratic movements, so that they can't track, or to hide behind cover in the environment, like asteroids or debris or space stations. So if they can't target you, or if they can't lock onto you, then they can't fire a missile at you. And then there are a few components and different passive abilities that can help sort of take the enemy longer to lock onto you. So like the Scrambler Shield and the Dampener Hull are both examples of this. And I guess if you really wanted this countermeasure to work, or if you really wanted this lock-on prevention to work, you could do both, which might be extra effective against missiles, but it would weaken both your shields and your hull to such a degree that you would be extremely vulnerable to lasers. Maybe it would be called for in a certain situation. Dan, if you are flying the bomber class, do you think this would be a good idea?
So I think one or the other, maybe. Like I think that, if you're talking about kind of diving into this, you don't want to. You got to be very careful with what you load out, right? It's all about balance. So like if you throw all of your extra components into, defense, it it really just is going to be rough. If you need to balance out your loadout, is what I'm going for, especially with the bomber class. You can't have all of your stuff in defense. I want some better bombs.
Yeah,
You gotta.
I'll be interested to see the different loadouts that make sense because I did some back of the envelope math uh, a while back on the sheer number of components that were available for each class. And there are thousands of potential combinations for each ship. I think the fighter class, the X-wing and the Tie fighter, has something like either 8,000. Yeah, I think like 8,000 different variations you can do once you've unlocked all the components. Now, most of those probably won't make any sense at all, or like they'll cancel, like different modifications will just cancel each other out. But still, there's going to be more than one way to load out a Y-wing. Like you could prioritize, you could prioritize like the highest possible defensive abilities at the expense of like any specialized weaponry. But you know,
Well,
maybe it would be enough because if you can live forever, you'll eventually do enough damage, like water eroding the landscape.
well. So I mean, just take this for example. So they've got on their website a bunch of customization tips,
Yeah.
right? And so like, how to customize bomber loadout, pure anti-capital ship specialist, right?
Oh
You
man,
give yourself an ion cannon,
I haven't gotten that
ion
far.
bomb.
Can we
Oh no, you
can we go
you got to
take a
go
look at
there.
that? Yeah,
Yes.
let's go look at customizations. Let's see.
I think there's a
All
lot of
combat
squadron
tips.
balance to be found there too, uh, and thinking a lot about how our ships are going to work together and strength and weaknesses there. So
Yeah.
I definitely think we're going to need a capital ship specialist,
Yeah.
just because it sounds like they're much more beefed up in this than in X-wing versus Tie Fighter,
Okay.
for example. So
Yeah, let's take a look at that. So Dan, you're talking about the how to customize bomber class starfighters?
Yeah, that is the page I am looking at right now.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Oh man. This is very exciting. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with a shorthand for these different loadouts. So that's going to be something we develop on the fly, like all good language development, because we're not going to call it pure anti-capital ship specialist every time. Um, oh man. Okay, so if you're just going against capital ships, you want an ion cannon. This is going to be very valuable for the shields. Ion bomb, same thing. And then I think the proton bomb is for when you've gotten through the shields and you're trying to do damage to the actual physical components of a ship, whether the turrets or the shield generators or what have you.
I could definitely use some of these uh, anti countermeasure seeker warheads. Sound pretty good to me.
Yeah, the Seeker warheads, from what I understand, you you fire it out like chaff, but then those warheads seek out the guided missile that's attacking you and somehow get to the missile in time before it can hit you. I don't know how that one's supposed to work. Because one thing this class does not have is that sensor inverter that turns the seeker missile back on the person who fired it like the interceptor does.
I mean, I just like so like I think if you were loading out this for like a particular mission, like if you were going into a capital ship fight, you might want two interceptors and three bombers loaded out like this.
Oh man. Yeah, wow, three bombers at a time. We'll have to see how that works out. Whether like they turn out to be sitting ducks because they only have two interceptors protecting three ships, or if it's really like a bowling ball that you can do some serious damage with.
Well, I just in my head like I envision kind of like a sweep motion where, the Y wings are coming in, they hit the first wave of fighters with the ion cannons, they continue toward the capital ship, and the interceptors close in behind and take out the ion cannon fighters.
I like where your head's at, Dan. I think, I think it's maybe a little optimistic to think that the bombers are going to be uh, adept at taking out enemy fighters when they're loaded up like this. But that ion cannon should be able to at least like disable them long enough that they can kind of get through and get away.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm excited to see how that's going to work in less than 15 minutes, by the way.
Woo!
One other thing that the bomber has is a conversion shield. And I did a little bit uh, a little bit of reading on the conversion shield. That is a way that it once it overcharges, I think it actually transfers enemy to your primary weapon and makes your guns more powerful, basically, because the shield is doing work. It's a weird setup. Um, I'm not. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to think about that well enough to understand how it works. So Dan, I look forward to hearing from you on the conversion shield.
You look forward to hearing me flying into a line of capital ships and
Yeah,
seeing if it works.
yeah,
Great.
exactly.
By
Uh,
yourself.
all right,
We're not going to support you.
let's take a look at the next specialization for the bomber class, and that is the tank joust specialist. So I know that jousting, when it comes to fighter tactics, is just what it sounds like. One fighter is traveling one direction, another fighter is traveling in the opposite direction head on, and they're blazing away at each other. So this is the specialization for this. They're using the Imperial TIE bomber for this example, and they're starting out with a rotary shield, or a rotary cannon rather, and the assault shield, which is an additional thing that you can temporarily activate at the front as sort of an emergency extra shield, which, if you're jousting, makes a lot of sense. Um, and then it has,
But
interestingly, it has a seeker mine, which I guess
yeah, because
you would leave behind you, right?
no, see, this is what I think it's describing it in here. You fly through, you have that assault shield to get you through the joust, and as you're flying over that other fighter, drop that mine.
You leave a present, a parting gift.
Yes.
Yeah. And then chaff keeps you protected as you turn around for the next joust. Oh gosh, multiple consecutive jousts. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes.
This is when you decide to use a bomber as your primary 5-on-5 battleship.
Yeah, see, Dan, you can use this in dogfights.
I just want to know who gets to be Heath Ledger dancing to all the modern music during the jousts.
That was a Knight's Tale callback for all of you Heath Ledger stands out there.
You should be ashamed.
I don't know about that.
Well, you know what? How about this? We'll have the chat weighed, and we'll have it tested, and we'll see if they're found wanting. Um,
It's
okay.
impressive that you know that.
Dan, I have movies. That's how I think, uh, which may not be very useful when it comes to high team-based tactics video gameplay. We'll see. And then here's another one that I noticed. The unstable engine will cause you to explode on death, dealing a small amount of damage to enemies around you. Another parting gift. So if you lose the joust, you can still maybe uh, be passive aggressive about it. I like that.
That's the spirit.
Okay, so those are the two uh, suggested specializations they've given us for the bomber. Let's see about Steve's potential eventual specialization. Let's check out the interceptor class.
Yes.
All right. Example one, stealthy assassin-like build. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna need a repair kit probably no matter what because
Yeah, so the stealthy assassin really highlighted what I like about the way they're doing customization, and I think I don't know if you guys have played either of the Titanfall games, but I think the way they've done the customization here really takes a lot of the best parts of that from Titanfall. Um, and so for me in Titanfall, I'm not very good at it, and really I haven't had a lot of time to invest in it. And especially in Titanfall 1, there was a loadout I was able to develop where basically I had a stealth kit that kind of cloaked me for maybe 10 seconds or so, and then a gun that aimed at a lot of different enemies for you at a single time. They call it a smart pistol, so it'll fire I think 5 rounds at a time. Um, and it was great for me because as someone who was not able to invest a lot of time in that particular game, it allowed me to go into Titanfall and just tear apart the computer. They call them grunts in that, so the computer controlled players, and just kind of prey on them and just ignore the other players as much as I could. And occasionally they would find me and kill me, and I would give them a bunch of points. But I was building up so many points just avoiding the humans and killing the computers that I normally in Titanfall am the highest scoring player on my team, uh, almost avoiding humans entirely. So I like that they have this like stealth, I'm interested to try out the stealthy assassin because that's exactly the way it's described here is exactly like my loadout in Titanfall, and I think I may really love it. And so I'm itching to try this thing out.
So you can just reap as much low hanging fruit as you want.
Exactly. Hey, if it wins, man.
And that will be a component in fleet battles when it comes to morale. We may have you farming morale basically, because every time you kill even like an AI fighter, you gain morale and you have like a momentum boost for the support that your team gets basically, and that allows our side to press the advantage basically.
Gotta
All
have
right,
that big mo.
Big Mo. I like it, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, we got you got a couple of stealth. Whoops. Um, couple of stealth components here. Oops, I just double clicked out of there. The targeting jammer presumably makes you a lot harder to lock onto, and that sensor inverter is what we saw in the trailer yesterday, where it reverses the missile back at the person who fired it. And the reflect hull, similarly, and the scrambler shield. All of these are about avoiding detection or avoiding a lock. Um, so, Steve, if you can get all of this going at the same time with a high-speed A-wing, I would not be want to be the person trying to destroy you.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I like that they gave us so many options for avoiding missiles. Because in X-wing versus Tie Fighter, the missiles were so overpowered, and once you were locked on, it was really really difficult to avoid them. And you could use countermeasures, but you had no idea where the missile was coming from, and you kind of had to get the countermeasure in between you and the missile. And so it was just almost impossible to do. So if someone shot a missile at you, you were dead. You just kind of had to do as much as you could before it got you. So I like that they gave you a lot of options here, no matter what your loadout is, to find ways to avoid those.
Yeah,
All I can
definitely.
imagine is the butler from Mr. Deeds with an A-wing as a head.
Oh, and thank you for the follow. Let me see if I'm saying this right. Plus N10Q. Thank you for the follow. It's good to have you with us. All right, next on the list, let's take a look at the dogfight specialist. Okay, so this is going to be more detectable. They're not going to have all of like the reflect hull and all these other avoid detection components, but instead you have um, the anti-starfighter missile. You have a seeker mine. You got the rapid fire cannon instead of the plasburst cannon. Um, I think the rapid fire cannon is going to be a little bit better for like a protracted dogfight. And let's see. The micro thrust engine is going to be the same in both. I wonder why that's the case. I guess we'll find out what the difference in the engines is.
This
But
is exciting.
Steve, you sound more drawn to the first example there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm interested to try both because as I told you before, I wanted to be a fighter pilot, and dogfighting is awesome. And if I can get good at it, I think the dogfighting specialist would be my preference. If I can't get good at it, I'll definitely lean on the stealthy assassin as a crutch. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Uh,
It's okay. You can hide behind my bomber's massive shields while you're figuring it out.
yeah, and some of these loadouts are going to be for higher skill tiers, basically. Um, so that'll be interesting to see. Like, I won't be able to handle some of the different primary weapon options that there are because they require too much accuracy. But if you have that accuracy, you're going to be able to deal a lot more DPS when the time comes.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would love to see like show me the highest skill loadout there is. Um,
Yeah.
you know, with the the least margin for error in the primary weapon, no repair kit. I want to see that. All right, well, we are 4 minutes away. I have pre-downloaded Squadrons. Steve, I believe, has pre-downloaded Squadrons. I'm going to be the only one playing on this stream, but that will be changing in the future once we all get through the campaign and we start going multiplayer. So we've looked at a couple of classes and how the loadouts can vary. I don't think we have time to talk about everyone's favorite, the X-Wing in the fighter class, and the new kid on the block, the support class. However, we will get to see in a moment, up close and personal, what these look like in practice.
Yeah, I bet you'll be playing that fighter class first.
Yeah, that seems like it's going to be the starter package, where that's how you get introduced to it, and that is sort of the baseline that they use to explain all the more complicated stuff. They build on that.
The real question is, what are you going to name your repair astromech?
Oh gosh, I haven't thought about that yet, Dan. Okay, we're gonna have to
Oh,
stay tuned for that story arc.
I'm gonna have to think about that too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on that, man.
I know, especially if you use it and you die.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how much. I'm assuming they kind of walk you through all the loadout, or at least all these basic loadouts they have in the actual campaign. And I, I'm wondering how much of the options available are covered in the actual campaign, and how much you just kind of have to feel out yourself by kind of earning these things and unlocking them, and then just testing them out, seeing what happens.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll get to see in 2 minutes. So
In my experience, these games walk you through everything, but I kind of like when they don't do that. I kind of like when they give you, just throw something at you and see how you use it. And I found that a lot of games that do that, um, the players come up with really creative ways of using that stuff. If they kind of leave it open ended, instead of guiding you to use it a particular way, but we'll see. And I still have about 30 minutes of download time, by the way, left to do. I had to pause it for this because I I, I was watching The Simpsons, trying to stream here, and do the voice chat all at one time, and it was not working. Our internet just kept shutting down, and so I turned off The Simpsons, stopped the download, and so now I'm just focusing on the stream.
And
Uh,
this is the place where we plug Eero in the hopes that they can sponsor us and get you some better Wi-Fi.
speaking of a plug-in, we'll
exactly.
put a
Well,
plug-in for our social right now.
I'll
So
take anyone who wants to sponsor us, man. Like if Tylenol wants to come and offer us, a sponsorship, I'll plug some Tylenol.
we will sell out if anybody's listening. All right,
That's the
we are
dream
30
right there.
seconds away. If anybody is curious, I'm working on a PS4 Pro. I did get the back button attachment, also made by PlayStation. So it's a first-party peripheral. So the back butt, as the kids call it, is also hooked up to my controller. And I think I'm going to have it replacing the circle and triangle buttons to start out. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll see if it's beneficial. All right, here we go, boys. Ready to start.
Gold leader standing by.
Oh. All right, let's back out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Here we go. Yes.
Hit OK and then go back into it, Andrew.
No, it's going to happen, Dan.
And start.
Steve, I think you have some challenge in the chat about The Simpsons there.
Oh, I gotta go take a look. Hold on a sec. I had the users open.
We
Sorry,
fight for the users.
I've been watching through The Simpsons episode by episode. It's taken forever, so I got to show some commitment on The Simpsons. But I stopped The Simpsons for this specifically,
Narrate
so
path to
don't worry.
accessibility.
All my attention is here.
Oh boy.
So Andrew,
Here
just
we
make
go.
sure you sell your soul to E EA.
Narrate path to chat.
Oh goodness. Why is it narrating all these? Don't narrate. Off.
Voice to text.
No.
Voice narration.
No. I'm liking the music so far. This is nice ambience. Ambiance. Colorblind profile. Wow, look at, they have colorblind settings for everybody. I luckily am not colorblind. Wow, look at these settings. Deuteranopia, protanopia, tritanopia. They're really looking out for people. Subtitles, absolutely not. Chat text size. Nah, we don't need that. English, yes. Output, auto. Master volume. We're going to turn that down, chat, because we don't want to blare you out. Let's see. We do want some of it. Yeah, that's looking okay on my waveform here. Okay. Voice chat. We're going to turn that off. We are using different voice chat. And we are going to accept. Here we go. Get some of the nitty-gritty out of the way. That's okay, Steve. Don't be too bullied by the chat. I think it's just past their bedtime. Oh yeah, beautiful rendition of the Force theme. If I had to guess, this is going to be the main motif of this game, the Squadrons theme. Oh,
I am liking that.
sounds glorious in these Turtle Beach headphones.
Turtle Beach, also, if you would like to sponsor us.
Turtle Beach, if you stop manufacturing your products in China, we will gladly sell out for you.
That opening, though, into the menu.
Tonight on Monday Night Football. Okay.
Always goes back to Alderaan.
Customize. Let's see. Do we get alien heads? No.
Maybe not yet. I think you do down the pike.
Down the road. Oh, this is the Slytherin guy. Wow. Look at that hair. Okay. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Okay, both of these guys look like they're from Greece.
The musical or the country?
Both? Somehow. All right. Let's stop messing around here. This guy has a bad haircut and he's an Imperial. I'm going to go with him. I'm going to give the Imperial a bad haircut.
That's a really... Just give him that sweeping hair that we all know and love.
Emma Watson from the trailer. That's a bad haircut, but it has more personality. Let's see here. Oh, that... facial hair is lacking. That's much better facial hair. That's my front runner so far, you guys. Let's see. Is that like a 40s hairstyle? I don't think we've seen a 40s hairstyle in Star Wars before.
I know that guy kind of looked like Peter Parker.
That guy's too handsome. he's oh, the new Spider-Man face, yeah. Looks a lot like Tom Holland. This guy's too handsome. I can't pick that guy. I like the beard. I'm going with the beard here.
There are worse things to go with.
Yeah. Okay. Except we're gonna go. As much as I would like to go with instruments only, I'm gonna need some crosshairs here. Yeah, sadly. Okay.
I think that's a good call to start.
All right, now guys, this may be controversial, but I'm trying to train up here. I'm not trying to enjoy myself specifically. I think I'm going to try the hardest difficulty.
No,
it's
don't
gonna,
do that.
It's going to pay dividends in the long run when we get into multiplayer,
Nope.
Dan.
Nope,
Dan,
don't do that.
come on, how bad could it
Whoa.
be? It's not Dark Souls.
You read the reviews
It could
today,
be
Andrew.
pretty bad. It could be pretty bad.
Let's do it.
Godspeed, good sir.
All right, chat, here we go. Top difficulty. Never get tired of seeing that. Or that.
Alderaan shows destruction. They incited rebellion and anarchy. And paid the price.
Get some Rogue One Bail Organa.
Survivors continue to
Bye.
spread dissent.
Jimmy Smits is not going to be in this game.
Find them.
Jimmy Smith's light.
Do not rest until the
Oh my
destruction
goodness.
of Alderaan is complete.
This is... It's everything you really want it to be in an introduction.
They've done a good job of this cutscene format without fully animating it, of still giving it an interesting narrative flow. All right.
The
here's
first
visuals.
transport is away.
So we are after the destruction of Alderaan. That would be during the original movie.
We're after the retreat from Hoth.
Here's Ray Sloan.
Yes. Wipe out all that remains of Alderaan.
How? I understood the survivors were in hiding.
Intelligence reports a possible Alderaanian convoy heading to Foster Haven. You are to
I
draw
mean,
them
it
out.
looks like they're going to throw you right in
Do
there,
you
buddy.
understand that, Captain?
I'm ready, Dan.
Commodore Sloan.
Dismissed.
You know, there's something to be said for the design aesthetic of a Star Destroyer.
It's all these triangles and hexagons.
I love a good triangle and hexagon.
Look at hexagon wings. Empire loves hexagons.
You wonder if they're in the pocket of Big Hexagon.
Big hexagon.
James,
Maybe that's going to be your call sign.
squadrons on their way. They're excited to fulfill Lord Vader's command.
Oh,
No qualms hunting down refugees from a world we destroyed?
During the Iskalon uprising, you taught me to ignore
There she
public
goes.
I'm sure these two
The
will remain
traitors and
friends
refugees
throughout the
will be
game.
dealt with accordingly.
Yeah, nothing
Our
bad's
usual
going to happen.
Sigma 9
Yeah.
loadout.
No. Only
Not to any of
stepping
these
stones.
people in the Empire.
Flying old school, sir.
I'm not going to be involved
This
in
might
some
be a
light,
real challenge
you know,
after all.
wiping out of civilizations.
Pretty decent facial expressions in this this animation.
You hear me, Jerissa?
Yeah. Well, it looks sharp on the Pro. It definitely does.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Guess we'll find out. That's been our attitude on these streams so far.
Follow my lead. And don't fire unless I give the order. The convoy is out there. We don't want to scare them off. Let's do this right.
How big is the projector space that you've got this on right now?
Oh, my projector setup is not bad. I cannot complain about this. I would say I'm about 10 feet, no, 15 feet, corner to corner. Can't complain.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude. This is not gonna be my normal setup, but tonight's special. Oh, get a little bit of rumble feedback. Beautiful. Here we go, boys. Maiden voyage.
Begin pre-flight checks.
Load out.
Pilot, boot up your cockpit systems.
Certainly.
Oh, he's got a British accent too. Oh yes. Let's go, boys. Have I said that already? I feel like I've said that already. I don't care.
Systems up and running.
You're in there, Andrew.
Oh,
think the British accent is the Coruscant accent in this world.
All right. Tap L2 to target the ship directly ahead. That's... Oh, yeah.
The HUD looks very nice.
Online and tracking. Now, throttle up and deploy out of the hangar.
Oh, yes. L to throttle up.
Can you throttle up without hitting the ship in front of you?
The rest of the fleet is back from Malastare. We'll have plenty of help to deal with that convoy of sympathizers.
Get that beautiful roll. Oh, I don't like this. The sticks are inverted.
Squadron, we're prepping your Gazanti transport. Stand by.
See,
I can't fly any other way, man. I have to play shooters.
Oh, I'm sorry. The sticks are not inverted right now.
All right.
This will not. This will not do.
Yeah. I think that's an immediate adventure to the start menu to see if you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Do a barrel roll.
Let's see. How do I customize? Invert y-axis. Yeah. Come on. Outrageous. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get it in shooting games that people don't like that, but if you're flying, it's got to be inverted, man.
Yeah. Throttle friction. Ooh, chat, you're going to have to bear with us. This is important right now. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. When enable the throttle gauge move slower through the center. Ooh, yes, please. If you don't know, the middle range of the throttle affords better maneuverability, so I do want it to stick in the middle. Throttle down to stop boosting. Drift input mode.
This menu settings are terrifying.
All right. I think... Oops. Oh, dear. Flight.
I don't know how much you want to mess with here before you really start.
Yeah, before you start playing it.
I do. I want to change the yaw and roll because I don't like having the roll and the velocity, or the roll and the throttle on the same stick, and then the yaw and the pitch on the same stick, I don't think. I want the yaw and the throttle to both be on the left. And I think
that'd be my preference too.
And I want the roll and the pitch to be on the right.
Again, this is mildly terrifying.
Yeah. Yaw left. Oops, I didn't mean that. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. We're back. I already inverted these, so I shouldn't need to touch anything there. Throttle increase, good. Oh, look, I can look up all these other controls before they tell me what to do. I won't do that yet. I'll discover it as I go along. All right. Yes. Save. Okay. And all this other stuff, we'll figure it out as we go along. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Pitch dead zone. Huh. I'll pump it up to 5%, let's say. Pitch sensitivity. Yeah, let's bump that up. More. Okay. Yaw dead zone. No. Yaw sensitivity, same. I'm on hard mode, you guys. I need better sensitivity. I don't want to be slowed down. Roll dead zone. Yeah.
You did this to yourself, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to be really fascinated to see how this thing flies. He's just going to be bouncing all over the place because it's so sensitive. He's going to be overcompensating in all directions.
I'm going to be bouncing all over the place now, but a week from now, I'm going to be brilliant at this.
Look, you're going to be like Poe at the beginning of Force Awakens.
Throttle Battle sensitivity. Okay. Back to the show. Right? Are we sure? What is this? Oh. Wait. What? Didn't I set it to ace, you guys? Whoops.
Maybe the game just really advises against that.
Maybe that's something. Yeah, maybe it's
That might
yeah.
be a sign.
Nope. Too bad. Oh yeah, this feels better.
The rest of the fleet is back from Alistair. We'll have plenty of help to deal
Got a
with
little bit of
that
Dagobah
convoy of
music right now.
sympathizers.
Oh, you know what?
It's a very, very nice mixing.
It is, however, I am worried about the copyright complaints that we might get from YouTube once we upload it. So
That sounds like a tomorrow problem.
okay, let's put it on 30 and see how we do. That sounds like more than 30 still. Okay.
Transport. Stand by.
Copy, Vigilance. All pilots follow me.
Oh no.
Pass the fleet and calibrate flight controls.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I'm standing still. There we go. Yeah. Oh boy.
Stay on target, Andrew.
That's not too sensitive.
Well, that's good.
But you know what? I might have made a big mistake. I put roll and pitch on the same axis, so I can't do both at the same time.
Stay mobile.
The chat says you should just transpose it.
Really?
Oh, okay, thanks. I'll just transpose it.
That was a thruster.
All right, we're gonna have to fiddle with the controls again. All right, customize. Okay, so the pitch is good where it is. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to switch these back. Darn it. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry about that, chat.
Well, better to get it right than to crash into something later.
Yeah. Roll right, left stick. Roll left, left stick. Okay. Exit. All right. Now back to the show. I'm still used to pitching with the... Oh, man.
From inside, you forget how big our Star Destroyers really are.
It looks like a. I saw off your one of your sides. They had a nice TIE fighter transport there. The one that
Oh, from Rebels?
was stolen. Yeah,
Yeah.
good stuff.
You're right, sir. It is good to
Do a
the
barrel roll.
experience is making me grateful that I'm
something very
not working with the
forthright
HOTAS
about a
setup
TIE
here.
fighter.
You're just gonna be living that joystick life.
I
Yep.
am. It's gonna be beautiful, man.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stay away from the engines. Oof.
You just have to get really good at flying close to big objects, and maybe not going quite so fast.
I'm still
You
used
look
to
like you're.
Testing battle formations.
For some reason, I'm used to accelerating with the right stick. Huh.
Where did you pick that up?
I don't know.
Mario Kart?
Is it Mario Kart? Oh, I wonder if it's Mario Kart. Am I gonna have to switch to Mario Kart controls?
You know, Starfighters, Mario Karts, all the same.
Yes. I think that's what it is, because with Mario Kart you steer with the left thumb.
Yeah, you do A in Mario Kart.
A with the right thumb to accelerate.
Yeah.
Oh dear. That's what I'm screwed up by.
Curse you, Mario Kart. Although let's not pretend that game didn't give us decades of joy.
That's true. I just need to unlearn what I've learned.
Save you, it can.
See, I'm trying to pull up, but I'm decelerating right now. Now I can pull up.
Pull up, pull up.
Whoa, no. See, that's a good thing about this game, is that collision damage is not fatal.
Which is positive for right now.
Yeah.
All systems calibrated.
Thanks, man.
I like how it's fogging up on your viewport a little bit.
Is ready.
Helix Squadron, head to the Gazanti and dock for hyperspace jump.
Affirmative.
If collision damage isn't fatal, though, how are you going to fly an A-wing through the bridge of the Star Destroyer? Take it down.
You gotta soften it up first.
It's only reserved for super Star Destroyers.
That's their one fatal flaw.
Oh, what happened? Oh, I decelerated again. I did it. I did the same thing.
How does it feel responsive-wise to you?
I feel responsive-wise, it feels fine.
Helix Squadron are docked and clear for hyperspace jump. Remember, Helix, we'll have
They're having you do a lot of flying around, which
Rightly
is
so.
probably positive.
Is definitely needed.
Yeah.
Escape the Empire twice.
So, okay, last time I went into the controls, I changed half of the functions on each joystick. I think I might need to change, like, keep the pairing the same, just put them on the other thumb.
I mean, you're gonna have to figure out what is most comfortable for you.
For me, right.
You have a, it looks like a certain wackiness that you have in mind for this.
Oh, Dan, I wasn't steering poorly intentionally. We're going to try
What?
out. I mean, yeah, I totally was. Sorry. I'm going to stop messing around, you guys. We'll get to the serious stuff right now. Okay, pitch up, left stick. Yeah.
It's a cool base there.
It's almost like the Imperials had an empire.
Imagine that. That is kind of glossed over in a lot of the movies.
Well, that's all Emperor Palpatine did. He, as soon as he had his empire, he told the guy with the blue antlers, he was like, "Look, go build some stuff."
Masameda?
Yes, that one. That person who was totally complicit in the fall of the Republic.
Yes.
I'm just going to point out.
Oh, yeah, totally. Not as complicit as Jar Jar.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay, now we're in business here.
Thieves and pirates. If the refugees are hiding here, clearly they're not as innocent as they claim.
Yep, it's the Mario Kart thing, because I'm already used to the left thumb moving the thing. Steer, yawing left and right. Just like in Mario Kart.
Whoa.
That's going to be our mantra. Mario Kart.
Yeah, except I don't think you're gonna have any blue shells in this.
There is a blue shell, Dan. It's the homing missiles. Oh wow. See, I like in this prologue that takes place during A New Hope. There, look at this show of strength here. That's gonna change when we get to the main campaign. Done. Look at how good at this I am.
Interesting. There's a lot of cargo traffic today.
He says before having to fire at anything.
Yeah, so chat, the campaign is supposed to take 6.5 to 8 hours, and it might take longer.
And this is Vostar Haven Station Master. Kindly avoid harassing my customers. If they cooperate, they'll be fine. Pilot, proceed.
I shall proceed.
Check your forward sensor. It will identify potential
You may
targets.
fire when ready.
Check my forward sensor targets and sensor directly ahead of me. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So I've currently targeted Javes, my boss, who will surely remain an Imperial throughout this campaign.
Pilot, begin by inspecting that ship.
And if
May or may
I
not definitely be dead.
scanning to scan an unknown ship object face, tap L2, then approach it. Okay.
Wait, we have always been loyal to the Empire.
Oh yeah? Oh, look at that. That's neat. Cargo verified.
See? We're loyal. I swear.
Not part of the convoy. Check another ship.
Good. Check that ship next.
Look, I'll pay anything. Just don't impound my ship.
Cargo verified.
No refugees aboard. Carry on.
So you're not impounding my ship?
There. A ship's trying to flee from a simple inspection. We should teach them some manners.
All pilots, bring your weapon systems online.
I mean, I'm gonna say this game just looks gorgeous. Like,
It's very
it
good.
needs to be said.
Small volley. Just enough to damage them. Let's see if they're hiding the refugees. There. Stop that
Just
ship.
enough to damage them. Too far away for the guns to be successful.
Give it a little tap.
A little love tap. Yeah.
All right. Scan us then. Just stop shooting. No refugees here, sir. Just smuggled weapons and a cargo of spice.
Let the fleet handle those smugglers. We should get to the station.
You sure? Because I could take them out.
Yeah.
Some important actions have not been assigned to buttons. Please go to the control menu. Oh, oops. Oh dear.
What isn't assigned a button?
I messed something up when I was fiddling with the controls. Let's see what I broke. Remap. Flight. See, chat,
Andrew,
this is good for you. I'm making these mistakes so you don't have to. Aha! Cycle targets. What is it supposed to be?
Probably the right stick.
Reset the settings on this page. No, I don't. Oh, I guess I have to. I'll just switch the sticks in a second. Oh, it was X. Okay. Oh, I haven't been able to do that yet. Okay, well, I guess we'll figure that out later. Quick look is probably not important right now.
Doing great, everybody.
Bob, I am doing great.
Doing great.
All right, so just need to reset these. Yeah. We'll be right back. All right.
After these quick messages. Have you ever wanted the taste of Tatooine in your home? then try
Would
our
you
blue milk.
would you like to buy some death sticks? All right, we're good.
Speaking of death sticks, I really am envious of that new Mos Eisley Lego set. I'm just throwing that out there.
Sorry, I need to fiddle with the sensitivity on the roll here. Look at the granular control it gives you over the customization, chat.
Yeah. Customize those shields right away. Oh, wait.
Nope. Okay.
Is this where we start the hashtag give us the TIE Defender?
Give us the TIE Defender, you cowards. Oh, okay.
My customers are legitimate traitors. You have no right.
Captain, the station's defenses just activated.
Uh-huh.
Helix Squadron, destroy those turrets. We can't search under fire. Out here, no one shoots unless they're prepared for return fire. Even the Empire should know that.
Okay. To divert power to lasers. I have diverted power to lasers. Here they go.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Can't quite... Aha! That's why. Oh, we're too far away.
So I guess that's something like whenever you play like a non-simulator game, is that you tend to like be able to shoot from like forever away.
Yeah.
And so it obviously seems like they've given some real thought to what the range of lasers in space is, which I appreciate.
Defense capability is dropping. Keep going.
Bye!
That's paid off for you, those that rerouting of the lasers.
Yeah, except I'm still getting hit here.
Well, you have no shield, so it doesn't really matter. Because I assume on a standard TIE fighter, you're running the power either to the engines or to the weapons. Like you can't run it to hull integrity, right?
No.
Much punishment you're taking with those shields here. I'm interested to know how much a shielded ship is going to be able to withstand.
Well, they're starting me out on the weak turrets.
That's true.
Yeah, this is not like flying into the maws of a capital ship.
Training turrets here.
Yeah.
It's not like the time Han Solo actually accidentally flew into the Maw cluster and was faced with the prototype Death Star.
What book is that from, Dan?
That one is it's like the Jedi Temple trilogy.
Oh yeah.
It's like Admiral Dalla and like Luke's got his first batch of trainees, except one of them goes off and gets infected by a Sith Lord on Yavin.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And creates the Sun Crusher.
Yeah, that blows up the Carter system. Yeah,
It's a bummer for him.
doesn't he kill his brother doing that too? I think. If I remember right.
There are a lot of double siblings in the Star Wars expanded universe. It's hard to tell.
I think his brother was in the Imperial Academy. He maybe did not know he was there, and so grew up the system, killing his brother. And I think that's what brings him back to the good side. He's like, oh crap, I killed my brother. I'm probably not doing the right thing here.
You were the chosen one, Anakin. You were supposed to be my brother.
Okay, this is going to be important, guys. Leading the target. It doesn't give you a leading reticle, which spatially appears before the enemy craft actually travels into that space. But when you're leading it properly, the color of the reticle will turn red instead of the default white. So when it's red, then you know it'll hit. So watch how the enemy is moving with the naked eye, but also look on the bottom center targeting computer which direction he's facing, because that'll tell you which way he's traveling. Let's see if I can put that into practice. I cannot.
You'll get
All
it.
right,
You'll
let's
get
get
it.
this guy. Yeah. All right, great kid. Don't get cocky.
You should try spinning. That's a good trick.
I should try spinning. Oh boy. Oh, hey. Where am I getting hit from?
I will say that it looks like your range is very limited in sight.
Well, it is a
from
short
the
range
cockpit of
fighter.
a TIE fighter. Yeah, but like, oh, your HUD's cracking up there a little bit, buddy.
Oh yeah, I'm in rough shape.
Do you have another repair kit or?
Oh yeah, good call. Good thinking on the repair kit there, Dan.
The limited range may be a way of balancing out the fighters with the bombers and such. Just because the fighters, they have to get in really close to the bombers to be able to tear them apart.
I swear the first thing I'm equipping is an ion cannon.
Oh, we're in trouble here.
It's almost
gonna
like
run.
the game's on hard.
Oh yeah. Thank goodness for that recharge on that hull. I would have been toast.
And this is going to be, again, you get a feel for the strategy, right? You got to know when to run and when to
Hold them and when to fold them.
I really do like the cracking windshield and the sparking electronics as a visual indicator of like what your status is.
Oh, did you see how he stopped in space like that?
That's helpful to be able to do.
I never doubted you.
Come on, come here. Oh, okay. He's very close. Where are you at? There you at. Oh, that was close.
They, again, those fighters, they get in there. That's for sure.
All right, so the targeting computer also tells you the health and the range, the distance of the enemy craft. Oh, sit and duck. He let me have that one. Thanks, man.
Targets destroyed. Captain, the rebel fighters are coming from that tunnel through the station.
All right, my first battle. Oh boy.
Convoy must be hiding in there. After them.
You seem to be doing a decent job.
I made it through. Had a close call.
You know, any flight you can come back from.
The convoy. Prepare to fire.
What? Fire. What am I firing at? Oh no.
Disabled.
Crap.
All systems down. Those were iron missiles. Where the hell did they come from?
Sorry, Teresa. After Alderaan, I can't ignore what the Empire's become.
We've been
And
betrayed.
that's- Who betrayed you?
What are you saying?
Lyndon.
That I don't
Captain
care
James.
who ordered it. I didn't sign up to hurt innocent
I
refugees.
could have seen that coming.
This ain't what I signed up for.
Protecting them makes me a rebel. Then so be it.
Yeah.
Damn it! Pilot, see if you can bypass his shutdown.
All right. Mash any button.
Can't lose focus.
I guess that's how you get out of being ioned.
I am mashing any button. Okay, there we go.
Catch up with that traitor.
You gotta mash any button multiple times. It's like hitting the fridge with a
Captain James
wrench.
is aiding the rebellion. Send immediate assistance.
Oh, oh, oh. Somehow I feel like I'm not going to get him.
Missiles, watch out!
I mean, that would definitely be a plot point for sure. If you got him right away, wouldn't be much of a story mode.
Oh, I didn't like that.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything good, Captain.
I'm really impressed this TIE fighter is still flying.
I see the convoy. Dead ahead. Prepare to fire.
That's not what I
And
wanted.
the quality you get from our food system.
Uh-oh. Oh, didn't make it. Our first death.
You hate to see it.
So every time I die, it gives me an opportunity to change the difficulty. Whew.
You might have to go a little bit faster through that.
Let's
I
go
hate to
faster.
say.
I think you're right.
'Cause it almost looks like you just... The only reason you didn't make it through was because you got crushed by the doors.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep
So as
all
they
my
say.
power diverted to engines. I'm not gonna bother with guns because, I mean, I'm not gonna kill this guy.
Probably watch out for the flamethrowers too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at how much more room I have going through these doors. L1 to repair my hand. Yes, I know.
Prepare to fire.
Imperial Squadron, this is refugee convoy Opal Valdera. We have families aboard. I'm here to help convoy leader. No time to explain. Just get out of this tunnel. I'm ready to end things my
Good
way.
call on the repair.
Goodbye, Joseph.
See my... Oh dear.
Oh, no, you still got it. But I think you gotta keep
Oh, we
pushing
made
it
it.
just a bit.
Yeah, we made it.
I gotta say, I am really jealous that you're getting to play this right now. 'Cause I really like- especially on joystick, I can't wait to fly through stuff like this.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have a ball, I think.
It's like those rebel transports got away.
Time to play the other side.
Hey, that TIE fighter that he was in looked like an Inquisitor TIE fighter.
It did, yeah, because it had the curved wings, didn't it?
Yeah.
Looking good, buddy.
Oh, here you go. You ready to lock foils in attack position, Andrew?
Oh man. Oh, look at this. Now I have shields.
That call sounds desperate. Can anyone make out what he's saying?
They're working on it. Okay, Echo Squad.
Hey, you can actually see out of the cockpit.
Echo Leader, hey.
This is Admiral Akbar.
Oh yes.
Squadron.
Echo Leader here. Admiral, any luck pinpointing that distress call?
Hopefully. You may need to get creative.
Isn't he beautiful?
Sure your fighters are in good shape.
I will, sir.
Echo, prepare for systems check. Coming back around.
R.I.P.
squad.
Akbar.
On me.
So much for a quiet patrol.
Oh look, we got a little formation going
Okay.
with the other guys. Oh, look at that rocket sound. It's beautiful.
Hey out there, by the way, as we enter hour 2 of gameplay, obviously we're here, we're streaming Squadrons, we're excited to have you.
Chat, we in this. Go on, Dan.
No, that's, you know, we're excited to go on this ride with you. Obviously, we're starting by running through the story mode, but our hope is to jump into some of that fast-paced multiplayer stuff as we go on. But we're just happy to share the ride with you.
I'm not sharing, Dan. This is all mine. I love it.
So, what do you notice so far about the X-wing versus the TIE fighter as far as handling goes?
It's slower. It's softer, I think. Yeah, the controls felt choppier on the TIE. And also I have a third thing to divert the power to. I got the shields. And I'm going to figure out in a second probably how to focus shields. Or will I? I hope I will.
This makes me wonder if the sensitivity of the joystick that you want might actually be dependent on what fighter you're flying.
Steve, I honestly think you're right.
You won't know till you fly them all.
Yeah. Wait, hey, where are we going? Head to the U-Wing. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Mine. One thing I like about the controller setup right now is my hand is off the throttle completely and I'm at full speed, and that is something you can change in the options.
Commanders verified the distress call from Lost Ivan.
Obviously, you're in attack formation, but I wonder if there's a way to open and close the foils.
They haven't told me yet, at least not that I've noticed.
No, I haven't noticed either,
Yeah.
but I hope they do, because I would like to see you know, both a speed pickup when you close the foils, and then maybe you guys know this, but can an X-wing fire the cannons when the foils are closed?
No, I don't think so. All right. Oh, get ready for it.
Stay on target.
Oh, yes. Bless.
Oh.
Admiral, we're here.
Yeah, but the convoy's way over there. Put the bad guys between
You know,
us
that's
and them.
something that the TIE fighter did not have, that hyperdrive.
No hyperdrive, no shit. Okay.
It's risky, but flying fast and close to the Star Destroyer's hull should get us to the other side safely.
Boost charged.
Steady.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold. Now, fire all boost thrusters.
Shit. L3.
Echo 5, wait, you two. Damn it, 5.
Oops. Well, I didn't quite get that right. You all saw that, right?
Admiral, we're here.
Oh, we saw it.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Put the bad guys between us and them.
All right, let's try that again.
Squadron, transfer all power to engines.
I'm gonna listen to my boss.
Star Destroyer and wait for my signal.
Generally the idea, you know, he's the squadron leader for a reason.
Get us to the other side safely. Steady. Hold.
Hold.
Now, fire all boost thrusters.
Well, every movie I've ever seen tells me he should be the rogue pilot who goes his own way and doesn't let the pilot.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't like these turbo lasers at all.
I can see why taking down capital ships is going to be so difficult.
Yeah. Well, I made it.
Need your eye on cannons, man.
I need R2 to do some work. Thanks, buddy. How do I focus shields?
It's not time for you to do that yet, Andrew.
I couldn't hold up those ties any longer.
Who are you? A defector?
If you'll take me, call me Lyndon. I'll explain
us on ties. Then we better get rid of those ties. Fire missiles.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on?
I think that firing missile mechanic looks pretty fantastic.
I'm taking some heat here. I'm not really sure from where. There we go.
Anyone got missiles? Let them have it.
Joining formation.
Yeah!
You're doing a good job defending those refugees.
Oh.
Just noticing even the firing pattern coming from your X-Wing, how it's alternating the shots. Just fantastic attention to detail.
Cycling targets is very important. I'm hitting X to do that, so it'll pick up a new target automatically. Otherwise, I would have no idea where I'm supposed to go.
That does sound very important,
Yeah.
then.
I don't like this nose down turn. I should be pitching up.
These TIE fighters are just zooming by.
Oh man, my missile did all the work there.
That's what a good missile does, Andrew.
I feel like I'm taking an awful lot of heat.
I'm very curious. Like, I know obviously the single player. I'm curious how your X-Wing is loaded out right now. Like, obviously you've got the astromech to help with the repairs.
We got an astromech, we got a basic guided missile, and then the middle one I haven't gotten a chance to try.
Ooh. But you could, okay, it was hard to kind of tell what type of missiles you have, but they are guided, which makes a lot more sense.
Oh, these guys are shooting at me too. Bye. Yeah, get out of here.
This is why you have shields.
So I'll say a lot of what I'm seeing I really love. If there's one criticism I have so far, it is the situational awareness. I feel like your sensor system doesn't tell you a lot about where the enemies are and where the fire is.
I could be doing a better job of looking at my my sensor map there.
I mean, I see the sensor map. I think part of your problem is just that you're surrounded by fighters.
Yes.
That is also true.
We are dealing with a lot of them. And I am on hard mode. Come on, R2, I need you. I'm at 11.
I think you keep calling this astromech R2, but he seems more like Obi-Wan Kenobi's dopey red one.
R4P17.
That one, yes. Like, he means well, but
Nothing too fancy.
he doesn't know how to work outside the lines.
Okay, we may need to drop down the difficulty. Only on the second level out of 16.
Well, let's celebrate the fact that you made it through the first level.
I need to know how to... Oh. Okay, focus shields is square. Huh. Oh boy.
Defend the convoy before it's too late.
Anyone got missiles? Let them have it.
Yep,
We're hit.
Did you get him?
Destroy more innocents from Alderaan in the name of security.
So you told the Empire where to stick it?
You could say that.
Hey, I knew I liked you.
This run seems to be going a little bit smoother.
It's going a little bit. Oh boy.
Or did I speak too soon?
Well, let's see. Oh, that's... I don't know if it's going to go that way in multiplayer, but dang, that was satisfying. Yeesh.
I think the biggest thing with multiplayer, though, is going to be that I think the vast majority of people will be smarter than the AI.
Whoa. Guys, this is difficult. Alright, I give up.
You give up at this difficulty.
Yep. It's too hard. It's not good enough. Put in a good effort.
What do you...
I've just bumped it down.
Down 1.
Yeah.
So do we have bets on how long? On how long it's going to stay at that one?
Will I make it through at this difficulty? Man, where am I being shot from?
Everywhere, it looks like.
Yeah, it feels like it.
There aren't any cannons or anything sitting around shooting at you, are there?
I don't know.
I couldn't let the Empire destroy more innocents from Alderaan in the name of security.
Yeah, we got
So
it.
you told the Empire where to stick it?
Do you get unlimited repairs of your hull, or is there like a time limit before you're
there's-
able to do it again?
In this case, I get unlimited. It's just a cooldown time.
Okay.
Yeah, fellas, this is still pretty tricky. All right, we got one.
Well, I
Let's
like
get the
that.
next
You
one.
don't want it to be a walkthrough, you know? I want to feel like I earned it.
Keep pushing.
I understand that emotionally.
However,
However,
I want to win.
no, I mean, I agree with the idea of playing it as a little more difficulty because I think it will help better prepare you for the campaign. But I also just played a couple months ago the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which has 2 difficulties, easy and hard. And you get to a boss in that, and it's like 3 hours playing.
Yeah.
On hard. It's not tenable at my age.
Well, all these deaths give us, breaks within which we can plug sponsorship. So every time you die, it'll be bitter disappointment brought to you by Honda.
Maybe we can get Disney to advertise. They did just lay off a bunch of people.
Did they really?
They did. We don't have to get into it, but they did. But I don't know. I still I can't I can't speak from experience. I just have a regular PS4, but the visuals on this look particularly beautiful.
Yeah.
And it seems like you're having fun with that, Andrew, when you're not getting blown up.
I really like the environments they set up here. These huge, I guess they're asteroid fields, but on a really immense scale.
Well, it looks like you've made some progress, because Akbar is telling you to follow someone.
I am boosting.
Boost, there it is.
Squadron, there's a quasar bearing down on the convoy. And filled with reinforcements. Take the ties down.
Here we go again. Ooh.
So was that 3 triple dot thing was you adjusting the shields, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hold down square and then just go up or down on the...
Man, I feel when you're in a dogfight like this, though,
It's pretty
you gotta
chaotic.
be very careful. Yeah, very careful which way you're pointing your shields.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be more useful for when you're attacking capital ships and stuff like that.
Again, put me in the seat of a Y-wing. Give me some shields. I'm gonna have a day. So once you survive this, what is the next ship you're hoping to pilot?
Oh, that's a great question, Dan. I haven't thought that far ahead. Not an interceptor. I'm not ready. I need the I need the training wheels on for that one.
And you're like, give me a slower ship, please. I mean, I will say, seeing you play this, you know, you get the feeling as to why the X-Wing is the premier fighter in the Star Wars galaxy.
Yeah,
Right?
I would have run out of tricks up my sleeve a long time ago if the ship wasn't both as durable and as fast as it is.
Now, do you feel it's as fast as that? Because you said originally it was a little bit slower than the TIE Fighter. Are you still feeling that?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. But what am I trying to say here?
You're trying to say, please let me not get shot?
Yeah, mostly I'm trying to say, let's not get shot. Yeah, if I was in the TIE Fighter, I would have died no matter how fast I was going here. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to shoot it, right?
Why not? Well, there's a downside. You might want to flip those shields forward, though.
No, I put them on back because I'm heading away from the thing.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think we're clear. For now.
I think my teammates did most of the work in destroying that thing.
Bring the convoy and Linden here to a safer position.
Well, you're part of the squadron, too.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I know how this Imperial fleet operates. I can tell they're prepping their capital ships for an attack right now. We need backup. All right, I'll send you the rest of Echo Squadron with everything they've got.
Switch the shields to back real quick.
Think back?
Fleet is now at your location. Echo Squadron, keep the convoy safe while the flagship engages the vigilance. Leave it to us.
So the timing of that switch from front to back as you pass over the capital ships, I think it's going to be a really thin line to walk.
Pilot, with me.
Okay, what does it want? Yeah.
Almost in range. Get ready. Good. Their shields are weakening. Keep the radar focused on us, not the convoy. Starting another attack run.
Yeah.
Lost shields. They're trying to get cover from the capital ships. This is our chance. Finish this.
Oh.
Wearing them down. Keep it up.
Yes, we're almost there.
I like how you're getting some help from your capital ships. It
Isn't that
looks
nice?
like.
Yeah.
Echo, let's get that convoy to a safer location.
Head to the far side of the NC-80.
Frigate's gone.
Refugee convoy. We're out of time.
My ship is not happy.
Refugee convoy to Rebel Alliance. We're ready for lightspeed
Smoke
jump.
coming out everywhere.
Wait. The Star Destroyer will be watching all possible vectors. They can still find you. Pilot, it's risky. But if we can destroy the targeting system on the Vigilance,
We need to
we
get
might
some
throw them off the
distance
convoy's
and
trail.
recharge our shields there.
You two are attacking the Star Destroyer?
I am so looking forward to do. I know you guys. I think you guys have said this before that you're looking forward to 5v5, but I am so looking forward to playing against capital ships.
Yeah. For me, the fleet battles are. I'm going to be really interested in that.
Oh, hey, I did free look. That was an accident.
I was reading in some of the reviews, which I thought was interesting. So,
ooh, I just got crushed.
You did just a little bit there. Whew. So I was reading in some of the reviews that, you know, this is available on a lot of different VR platforms, but they were saying that the PlayStation VR, the clarity wasn't as good. It made it kind of harder to see some of the stuff from far out. So I would be curious. I would love to play any version of this in VR, but I would be curious to see kind of what that's like.
All right, let's try this again. Oh.
Looks very different when you're fighting against it. Glad you got the chance.
Okay. Here we go. Nope.
Okay, on target.
What happened there was I didn't direct my shields the right way. I have to constantly be directing my shields either front or back to hold up against this thing. So right now they're on double front, which is fine. And I need to be destroying this thing in kind of the middle of the ship. Now I need to go back because I'm heading away from the thing and it's going to be shooting me.
This is a rough thing to be doing in an X-Wing. I'm just going to point that out.
Yeah. Okay, R2, I need you to help me out here, buddy. Oof. We may be getting towards the next point where we lower the difficulty. Let's try one more.
Let's hope your feet can keep those shields down. Strike here. We can take down the Vigilance's targeting.
Echo Squadron, keep the Star Destroyer occupied.
I wonder if there's directions from which you can attack where the Star Destroyer has fewer guns that it can bring to bear on you.
Ooh, that was close.
Is there a blind spot?
I would think it'd be from behind.
Behind.
Behind it doesn't have a firing arc.
Yeah, but the problem is if you go in from the back, you got to leave by the front, unless you can make like a nice like U shape. Maybe try that if you don't make it this round. Try going behind it and then doing like a circle around.
All right, so I'm gonna go in behind it.
I also think you could probably get a little more distance between the Star Destroyer. I think your shields aren't having time to recharge before you're turning around and going back in.
Yeah, do I need to be more patient maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Let these puppies recharge.
Although the Star Destroyer does seem to have pretty good range.
Yeah, it does.
The Vigilance looks very different when you're fighting against it.
Glad you got the chance.
Whoa. Yeah, no kidding. Whew.
Let's hope your feet can keep those shields down.
Man, those turbo lasers are just brutal.
Yeah, very brutal.
Take down the Vigilance's targeting.
Well, at least you're getting a feel for fighting off those capital ships.
Yeah.
Or being shot by capital ships, you know, however you want to. Can you target any of the turbo lasers? Is like that something you can do? Or
Maybe I
does the
should.
Or does the Star Destroyer have
See, these are the
shields?
some of the turbo lasers. Some more turbo lasers. Golly. Yeah, got one. That was worth it.
So maybe that's the move.
Yeah, that might be the move. All right. Shields double front.
Keep those shields down. Strike here. We can take down the Vigilance's targeting.
Of course, the other thing, and I'm sure you're making this adjustment, but like playing this is so different than playing kind of just like a respawn. Like you come back from the last checkpoint, and all those turbo lasers you destroyed are back.
Yeah. Nope. Wow. All right. One more, and then we're gonna bump down the difficulty again.
Let's hope your fleet can keep those shields down. Strike here. We can take down the Vigilance's targeting.
Uh-oh. All right, that wasn't so bad.
All right. While the Star Destroyer's targeting is live.
Yeah, I just need to...
The Vigilance looks very different when you're fighting against it.
Glad you got the chance.
Man, it's shooting me already. Look at all these turbo lasers.
You know, I think like I don't know if you've ever played any of like any of the kind of like the miniatures board games.
No, I have not.
So there's X-Wing, like there's X-Wing miniature games, and you just like you don't realize how powerful a capital ship is until you're flying an X-Wing against it.
Yeah.
And I think that same principle applies here. Like, it's just these are capital ships. Like, they do capital ship things.
Yeah.
And those capital ship things include blowing Andrew out of the sky.
No time for that. Focus on their targeting system.
I am both desperately looking forward to this and also dreading it.
Yeah.
You're gonna do better at this than I am doing.
Sure.
Are you able to use missiles at all?
Am I able to use what?
Missiles at all?
I just did.
Okay.
Ah,
I'm not seeing them.
bless.
Vigilance's targeting is down. Convoy vessels, prep for light speed jump.
How many missiles do you have? Where in the HUD is that?
See by the shields, just to the left of where the shields readout is, there's a number 5.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever happens next, you saved a lot of innocent lives. And mine.
I see that.
Man, it is still shooting me.
Oh, there's the first confirmed of the V-Wing that I've seen. Maybe you've noticed it while you're flying.
Oh yeah, this guy right here. There he is.
With its wings in the weird way.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. See, I wasn't even paying attention there.
Echo Squadron, withdraw and handle any fighters near the convoy.
You did it. Now both of you get clear.
We're getting there. Keep firing. Pilot, whatever happens next, you saved a lot of innocent lives. And mine. Convoy's ready to jump. Thank you. We'll tell everyone what the Rebel Alliance did for us.
I hope these refugees that you're saving are very thankful. That's all I've got to say.
Alliance forces. The refugee convoy is safe. Head to the rendezvous at prep for hyperspace jump.
Thank you for telling me which way to face, game.
Light speed.
Alright, well, the only thing that was missing there, chat, was we just needed to lower the difficulty. That's always a good adjustment to make. Next time we'll do that on multiplayer. Alright, it is 1:16 a.m. Eastern,
Light or dark.
and we have completed the prologue.
The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse
4
the
years
fires of
later.
rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel
And
Alliance
I
have
think this
chosen
is
to
where I
use
leave you
fighting
guys for the
to
night
show
and
the
go to
Empire
bed
that
so
we
I
are
can get up
not
and do work in the morning.
It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new republic.
But
However,
I've enjoyed
the
this,
Empire lives on,
and I'm looking forward to
shattered though it may
actually
be.
playing it. And I'm
As I
gonna
speak,
start the download up
Imperial
again as soon
forces
as I'm
are
off
edging
here,
toward the Bormia
and
sector, hoping
get
to
into this
end our new
tomorrow when I
republic
get a
before we find
chance
our
to
footing.
play it on my
As their
PC.
empire
Steve,
collapses,
thank you
they
for
try to
flying with
protect
us
their
this
grip.
far. We'll
But the
talk to you
galaxy
later.
is changing.
We'll probably do a
Alright.
stream tomorrow afternoon.
With the help
I don't know
of
yet
brave
because
and
we'll
daring
see
pilots,
how
this
late I wake
war
up.
can end.
But I'll
Alright.
let you guys know, and I will tweet it out on our socials.
Change
No
our
Yeah,
problem.
we're
for the
yeah, we're
better.
gonna also need to give us time to get through, because you have to play the prologue to get into multiplayer, or
I believe so. I plan on playing through the whole campaign before getting into multiplayer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be that patient. I feel like I'll be just itching because the multiplayer is part of this that really appeals to me, and I think I'm gonna be itching to get into it. So I think maybe I fly like this far and maybe a mission or two past this.
Okay.
And then I'm like, forget it. I'm going straight into multiplayer. But we'll see.
Ooh.
All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right. See you, Steve.
Peace.
Bye.
Well, do you want to race home, Frisk? We might make it before
All right, Vanguard leader. I'm gonna hang in with you a little bit longer.
Thanks, Dan. It's good to have you with me.
Of course, I have the benefit of being 2 hours behind you, so
But that's okay. You jump off when you need to. I'll continue on alone at that point. I'll be okay. Never get tired of Moncals.
I'm not one for
Good
speeches,
friends to have.
so I'll just say I'm honored.
this obviously this is right after the Battle of Endor, is what the caption told us.
Yeah. So we've moved ahead 4 years, and Javes is now an established rebel.
Effective immediately. We have been reassigned to an initiative codenamed Project Starhawk.
Starhawk. Then those rumors about a secret project are true.
What do you think it is?
Some kind of.
I am curious that it didn't go like.
The key to victory.
I was expecting it to flip back to the Imperials.
Yeah. This guy sounds like a
Maybe-
Joker. Doesn't he?
Guys, Frisk. Remember?
He sounds like Discount Lando Calrissian.
Have a death mark on you.
Wait, him?
No, the hologram guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this guy sounds like the Joker, though.
Oh yeah, no, I'll give you that.
And anyone else he's bringing along.
Whew. Man, I needed that break. There's a lot
You were in some intense dogfighting there. Like that was pretty rough to watch. Like it looked like a lot of fun, but like also rough.
I very much feel like I'm learning, which is not something that I've had in a while.
Welcome to Vanguard Squadron.
Where you're not understanding it.
You can call me Gunny.
Oh, look at that cool robot arm.
On the team. Let's talk after the briefing, eh?
Gotta get that payout.
Oh man, I want a robot arm.
You're joining one of the best outfits in the New Republic.
It's completely unrelated, but you should if you have access to CBS All Access, be watching the animated Star Trek show.
Lower Decks?
Yes.
Whoa.
It is obscenely good.
My inverted sticks are still in play when I'm in first person on the
Meet our
ground.
new Vanguard 5.
Oh, the
I
one who
mean,
saved your skin at
that makes
Foster
sense.
Haven. Ardo Baradai, Fleet Intelligence, a pleasure.
Oh, awesome.
I heard they rewarded you with a posting to Chandrilla. A real honor.
I love a good
Very
Moncal.
safe. But a good pilot shouldn't just gather dust. I needed people I can
He
trust.
looks like the Moncal that
And I figured
died
you'd want to get back into the
in
action.
Rogue One.
There's no shortage of that around here.
Oh, Admiral Radis?
Right.
Yes.
Let's get you briefed. Welcome back to the front line, Vanguard 5.
Okay. Let's take a look at our friends here. Okay.
As you've no doubt experienced, the Empire is jamming communications across the sector. I fear these blackouts could be a prelude to invasion. Vanguard Squadron, I need you to split up to solve this.
Oh dear.
Frisk and Grace, bring our new pilot to the Brental Systems borders.
The guy on your
The
left
scouts we
looks
sent
like
to investigate haven't reported in.
one
Find
of
out what happened to
the.
them. Then
Is
regroup
it
with your
Bosk?
squadron near the planet
He looks like a Bosk.
Yeah, he
Gunny
is.
and Keo. That's where you're headed. If I were still an Imperial, well, I'd send jamming ships there.
I hope you get to fly a
Knowing
Y-wing
the
in this
Empire,
mission,
I
Andrew.
expect they're using these jamming vessels to disrupt our long-range
But you're probably going to be doing escort in a X-wing, based on what I can see
Destroy
here.
all Imperial squadrons and jammers. Communications must be restored for Project Starhawk's future. When you've succeeded, regroup and return to the Temperance. Let's see how you do, Vanguard Squadron.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow these people.
Oh, hey! I'm Keo Venzi.
Hi.
Welcome to Vanguard Squadron. You'll do great things with us. Trust me. This is an amazing team. I went from semi-pro racing to fighting the Empire. Quite a change. But everyone in
speak with
Vanguard
some
lifts
people.
up the others. You'll fit right in. Whatever this
Oh,
Project
she looks
Starhawk
like
is,
she.
I suppose the
That
commander
her
is when they're
race.
ready.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
for now,
Absolutely.
we have scouts to find.
Hopefully, she will also not betray
According
you.
to the battle plan, we aren't flying together on this mission, but you'll be on my wing sooner than later.
That's a bad rap for a group of people to get, especially when the sample size is 1.
Hi, Grace.
Hello. Grace Salia Vatara Sina.
Oh.
Grace, if you like.
Okay.
It's a pleasure. I've been with Vanguard long enough for Gunny to trust me with second position. And she doesn't trust easily. Especially those from Imperial families.
Oh, Sinar, yeah.
Well, everyone finds out sooner or later. Yes. Unfortunately, my dear estranged family builds TIE fighters for the Empire.
Sinar Systems.
And I take great delight in blasting those fighters to stardust.
You know, I have expected the story mode to not have any of this kind of small stuff in it, so like it's kind of nice to see.
Yeah. So that was Grace and Kia, I think. All right, I don't think we need the briefing again, do we?
You're the pilot.
I'm the pilot. Frisk.
I am the Senate.
Gunny. Let's talk to Gunny real quick and then we'll go.
Finally, chance to get acquainted. Like I said, the name's Gunny. Stay sharp, keep your nose clean, and we'll be off to a good start.
Is she
I
from
wonder if this is
We had calm
Tennessee?
blackouts like this right before the Empire invaded Memphis.
That's what I'm hearing right now.
Lost a lot of friends. But I learned to shoot a blaster.
Well, you know, even every planet's got a south, Andrew.
My old pappy taught me to shoot a blaster when we were hunting for dinner.
Best advice I can give you is this.
Them womp rats sure were yummy.
It's simple, but sometimes hotshots and lone wolves need to hear it. Get to your ship.
Oh, I didn't hear what the thing that the hotshots and the lone wolves needed to hear.
Well,
All right.
hopefully you are not the hotshot lone wolf. Hopefully
All right,
that is not
Frisk.
your role.
Okay, Joker.
Nice to
Let's.
meet ya.
Yeah.
Squad calls me Frisk.
I know.
Only Grace calls me by my real name, and only when she's mad. I know it's not often you find a handsome fella like me fighting for the Rebellion, or New Republic, or whatever we are now.
Trandoshan. That's the name of this alien
I
species.
used to be in what you might call
Okay.
Sorry, Frisk. Bye.
Hop in the cockpit.
I'm ready to go.
Ah, the X-Wing. Backbone of the Rebel Alliance and our new republic.
You just want to get back
Good
into the
all-rounder
sky.
That'll stand up to any starfighter or capital ship in the Imperial fleet.
Okay. Standard.
for something specific?
So you can't. So you're like, this is a loading screen, I assume.
Yeah.
Can you?
This is
I assume it's going
mostly
to teach you how to.
auto-generated.
Yeah, I was going to say, I assume that it's going to teach you how to load out at some point.
Yeah, it will.
Ooh, look at that view.
Oh, baby. Hello.
Quiet, Tin Can. We got a pre-flight check to do.
Fire up those repulsor lifts.
Radar. Working like a dream.
Sure.
Loadout data. Looking
I like that shade of green on the astromech.
Combat display? Check. Primary weapons. Charged up. Ready to take down ties. Throttle and boost. Good to go. Hull integrity. Never better. You're welcome. All systems go. Vanguard 5, you are clear for launch. Good luck out there.
She really seems like she's trying to make me confident in this ship. Like, hey, this is X component. It's working great. This is the shields. You're welcome. Like, if she tells me it's in good shape, I'll believe that it's in good shape. Aha.
You know, some of those X-Wings weren't in great shape.
They were not.
Away we go.
Some of them were taken apart for parts. We've got a
Find the scouts, smash the jamming ships, and get back before the cantina closes.
got kind of a parts bin X-Wing.
Thanks, Otto. We'll be careful.
You know, one thing I never understood is why they just let Luke take his X-Wing, like, anywhere. Like, I know Luke was important, but, like, I'm pretty sure they needed those fighters. Like, there were, like, 20 episodes of Rebels about how they were always short on fighters.
All right. See you soon. Good luck, you two.
Okay, bye. Bye, Gunny. I'm eventually going to be Gunny's role. Flying the boat, the support ship.
That's what you keep saying, but I think you're going to spend a lot of time in an X-Wing.
Well, we're all going to spend a lot of time in an X-Wing. Well, once we specialize. Look at, they're rolling with me. Look at this Y-Wing. Isn't that neat?
It's almost like they're slave to your ship or something.
Yeah. Surely they are. All right.
Hyperspace coordinates calculated.
Engines are hot.
I do need more practice in
Let's
maneuvering.
do this, Vanguard Squadron.
Yeah, I think if we play this game long enough, we're all going to be looking online for joysticks.
You might be right about that.
This never gets old. Hey, Grace.
Apparently, they're kind of hard to get right now because of
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that applies to the PS4 ones. But presumably the PS4 ones can also be used on PC, so
Let's go.
maybe it doesn't matter.
No scouts showing on sensors. You got anything, Grace?
Negative.
I know the Empire has this whole plan about how their ships don't need to have hyperdrives, but they really should have hyperdrives.
All right, where are we going here?
Heavy interference. Gunny and Keel will take care of that shortly.
We should investigate the signal and regroup with them.
These jet exhaust sounds are just great. Very happy with it.
The scouts are all right.
Yeah, I feel it's important with a game like this.
Get the sound just so.
Yeah.
There's our target. Let's slow it down. Heck, our scouts didn't make it. Empire must have found him first.
If that's the case, where is the Empire? Vanguard 5, scan the debris.
Oh, sure. Let me go do that. Where is the debris?
Target the wreck and close in. We can't let our allies die in vain.
There we go. I did it.
You skinned something.
Even that astromech got
Look at
dusted.
that.
Someone really didn't want these scouts getting home. Hey, I'm picking up a second signal. Let's check it out.
A nice complete stop.
Follow me.
Follow you. I feel like power diverts pretty quickly. They said the Imperial ships that don't have shields divert power a lot quicker, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. I think the difference is not only do the Imperial ships divert power quicker, but they reach their overload state quicker. So like your boost meter is already filled up, you don't need to wait for it to fill.
Which would be the advantage there, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the benefit.
Yeah.
Something's not right.
You know, watching you do all this power changing, there was a bridge commander simulator for Star Trek back in the day in like the early 2000s, and it had the same mechanic where like you could divert to like, you know, weapons, sensors, shields, stuff like that. But one of the interesting mechanics that they had was that if your warp core was damaged, you would lose the ability. You would lose the maximum amount of power that you could have. And obviously, I don't think they've gone with that in this game, but I think it would be an interesting dynamic if when your ship was shot or damaged, that you didn't have as much power to divert.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. The systems are less functional.
Right. But that might be too much.
Right now, yes.
For what looks like a very difficult game right now. Or a complex game.
Oh, okay, that wasn't good. Yeah, sure, it was a hit. I know. Alright, let's try another run here. Scratch a cruiser.
You're making good attack runs on it.
Woof. All right. Yeah, see, I'm still in normal mode right now, Dan. So this is going a lot better than last time.
Yeah, and I think normal is probably a good place to be. Maybe for. Yeah, well.
But you're right.
Hard is hard for a reason.
Yep.
And ace is above hard.
If we scan the wreckage for its last known trajectory, it could lead us to the jammers.
That's a heck of an idea. Vanguard 5, scan the debris and we'll watch your back.
Okay.
That's it. Nice work, Vanguard 5. Let's see. That path
You need something scanned, you just talk to me.
toward Gunny and Keel's coordinates.
That's literally your job. You're scan guy.
Oh, I need to move, don't I?
Hopefully they don't know we're coming.
Let's do this right.
Gotta get up. Move.
Lead the way, Vanguard 5.
I will lead the way. That's what I'm gonna do.
Whatever comes next, we face it together.
Gotta reach that rendezvous point.
Frisk, why do you sound so worried? Things have been going okay so far.
Isn't Frisk one of the ones in the Y-Wing? That's why he's worried. That Y-Wing will literally fall apart on him.
That's the source of our comms blackout.
Ooh, cutscene.
Okay.
Frisk, bomb those jamming ships.
Sure thing, Grace. I'll soften him up. You two finish him off.
can evade a missile by making several sharp turns in different directions. Divert powered engines. Set your throttle at half speed to make this easier. Yeah. Guess it wants me to be at half speed.
Missile inbound.
Well, here's some of the technical stuff that you're gonna need.
That was me talking, by the way. All right, let's go do some work.
Do you feel it's hard to evade the missiles or no?
I didn't. I mean, I successfully did it, but I didn't feel like the things that I was doing had a lot to do with it.
Fair enough. Those TIE fighters were pretty easy targets for you when they were flying, all four of them.
In a group, yeah.
Which again, is I know the point of TIE fighters, but...
Oh, there's more TIE fighters up there. Oh dear.
You better get R2 to get in there.
Hey. Oh, there they are. Chat, in case you cannot tell, I am still casual when it comes to gaming. And... Ooh. Not gonna hit him on the first pass. That's why I'm the team mom. Alright. Let's just chill.
Not get blown up.
Let's get this last TIE fighter out of the way.
I was gonna say, are those green lasers, are those coming from the jamming ship?
Very possibly. I'm not in range yet. Scratch one. Alright, let's go for the other one.
That jamming ship's done for.
Question is, can your shields take it? Looks
Well,
like they're doing okay.
Stupid Empire. Try to invade our territory, will ya?
Gunny, do you read me? We just got off 2 jamming ships en route to your location. What's the situation?
An interesting strategy that you could just kind of sit there behind it, slowly firing at it.
Just pester it.
Yeah, it's like you don't have backwards guns. It seems like a design flaw, jamming ship.
Oh, I need to be going the other way. Whoops. Alright, let me remedy that real quick. Alright, now we're good. Okay. Whew. Oh, hello.
It's a lot of fighters.
Looks good, right?
Oh, hi.
Imperial reinforcements. Another goes anti with eyes.
That would take them out too.
That was close. Like close range. I think I was like 30 feet away.
Sometimes it's how it works out.
Oops. One thing that right now is still feels a lot like Starfighter Assault on Battlefront 2 is this. It seems like I'm just passing ships that I'm trying to stay on a lot. I don't know if that's quite the death loop problem that they had ways around, but it does still feel like I'm doing a lot of craning to try and track these guys. See, like, he keeps flying right past me.
Yeah, I see that. I almost wonder if you need to like fly out a little bit and then get some perspective, then turn in and regroup.
Maybe.
But sometimes you're in it, and like that's what fighters do.
Alright, request resupply. When needed, you can request a supply droid. Huh.
That sounds like a good idea.
Hold triangle. Okay.
All right, good sir. I'm going to let you resupply and continue onward into the evening.
All right, Dan, farewell.
I'm on your wing.
Farewell,
And
good sir.
We will keep streaming solo on the next video.